do a look using 4 of the brand new foiled eyeshadows from MakeupGeek. Marlena recently came out with 10 brand spanking new shades in the foiled line, and they are simply gorgeous. And if you're interested in seeing these eyeshadows up close and swatches of each of them, I will have the blog post linked for you down below so you can see them in greater detail. And if you're interested in purchasing any of these, I will also have the MakeupGeek website linked for you below. In today's look, this is a bold purple smoky eye with turquoise liner on the lower lash line. Very springy, very colorful. I love it. Makes me feel like a mermaid with this hair. Also, if you're interested in more ways that you can wear the foiled eyeshadows from the MakeupGeek line, I will be posting looks on the Instagram page throughout this week to give you some inspiration there too. Let me show you how to recreate today's look. Alright, so the first eyeshadow I'm taking is MakeupGeek's Cupcake, and I'm using the Sigma E25 brush, even though mine is dirty. Woo! Just goes to show you that I have been using it a lot lately, creating a lot of looks. I'm applying this into the crease. If a shade like this is a little bit too warm for you, you can also use something like Max Ho in its place. Limit from the Naked 3 palette, Nooner from the Naked 3 palette if you are darker than me. All of those options would be great in place of Cupcake here. And the first MakeupGeek foiled eyeshadow we're using in this look is Whimsical, and I'm using the MAC 239 brush. Doesn't take much before you get a good amount of color on the brush because it's such a pigmented color. Apply this onto the inner third of the lid. See what I mean? A little bit goes a long way. And then with the eyeshadow Daydreamer, I'm taking the same brush I was using before, tapping off the excess, and then I am applying this color onto the middle of the lid and bringing it over towards the outer corner of the eye, but I'm not going to go that far over. I'm just containing this onto the middle of the lid. Then we're taking Masquerade. Oh, this is such a pretty color. I'm applying this onto the outer third of the lid. And I'm going to start blending it up towards the crease. I'm using the MAC 239 brush here, but I'm going to be switching it very shortly. Going back with the Sigma E25 brush, taking a little bit of Masquerade onto the tips of the bristles, I'm going to begin working this into the outer corner of the eye and lightly bringing it up into the crease and layering it over Cupcake. I am doing this in very small stages, so I'm taking the tiniest amount on the brush and repeating these same motions, because if you put too much on the brush, it'll deposit way too much color and then it'll end up ruining the look. So work in small spurts, a little bit of eyeshadow at a time. And you can see by doing that layering process, you change the color of Masquerade slightly. You still get a little bit of Cupcake in there, but now it's more of a pinky purple in the crease. Taking my handy dandy blending shade, this is MAC's Blanc Type, a little bit onto the Sigma E25 brush, and I'm lightly going along the edges to blend away harsh lines, but I'm not using much because I do want to keep that color there. To give this look some added dimension, because we need a little bit there on the outer corner, I'm adding in MakeupGeek's Drama Queen. This is a deep purple. You could also use something like MAC's Sketch in its place, another really great eyeshadow here. Taking the smallest amount on the tips of the E25 brush, and I'm working this into the outer V of the eye. I feel like I have too much on the brush right now, so I'm going to wipe it on a paper towel and then come back and blend what I have. For the lower lash line, I'm taking a black eyeliner from Rimmel and lining the entire waterline. I also tightlined the upper waterline while I was doing that. And then for the lower lash line, I'm taking the eyeshadow Pegasus. Isn't that pretty? Reminds me so much of MAC's Steamy, very similar in color. And I'm taking a small smudging brush like this one from Tarte, and I'm taking a lot of eyeshadow onto this brush. Well, not a lot, but I'm loading it up. I'm applying it under where we applied that black line on the waterline. To help blend the black waterline into that blue a little better, so there isn't such a harsh line there, I'm going in with MakeupGeek's Corrupt eyeshadow, taking the tiniest amount on that same smudger brush, going under the lashes, and I'm going to smudge in between the two, so there isn't a whole lot of a gap there. For my eyeliner, I'm using the NYC liquid eyeliner to line the upper lash line. And then I'm finishing the eye with a pair of false eyelashes from Inky Minky Lashes, and these are Moonlight Dancing. And yes, for those who have asked recently, Inky Minky Lashes was named after Inky. My husband came up with that name. He was just being funny one night and I said, no, really, that's it, I love it. I already did my face and I'll have everything listed for you down below that I used. I'm using MAC's Tenderling as my blush because I want something light that's not going to compete too much with the eyes that we got going on here because they are dramatic. And Tenderling is nice because it's a really light pink that is rather neutral in tone. For my lips, I'm going in with MAC's Creme Cup.